Hi Capricorn, it's just doing a new moon reading, so we are going to check on where you are. I get a few cards out for that. We're also going to have a look at things to be excited about over the next couple of weeks and things to be wary of. So the first cards out will be for your overall energy. 4 cards please for Capricorn between the new moon and the full moon. So one more card please. So one more card, thank you, for Capricorn. Okay, so the first card that flipped is the 5 of Cauldrons, or 5 of Cups. So traditionally the disappointment card, Capricorn, so it could be that some of you are feeling very, very disappointed in where you are right now. Maybe it's disappointment of things you've lost. But the thing to remember with that is when you are looking at the things you've lost, you're missing the things that are coming in and the joys that you do have. And I think with this card, it's very much about losing, as I say. So it could be that you have lost a loved one. It could be that you have lost a job. It could be that you have lost, you know, a pet. Something. I suppose pet comes under loved one, really, if you've got the correct pets. I feel that's probably, for a lot of you, that's where you're at right now, and it's not a nice place to be in. You also got the Queen of Rods, so she's come back out. She's been out a lot today. So I feel with that, so you could be dealing with a fire sign who is quite determined. It could be that you're feeling quite determined. So for some of you, you might be feeling very, very determined to put plans into action, to make travel plans, to basically set things in motion. Like, she is kind of in control. Like, you can see how determined her face is in that card. You also got the Star in reverse, so coupling that up with your 5 of Cups in reverse, it could be that you're not feeling your wishes are fulfilled. Maybe you haven't even. Maybe at the moment you're so down in your disappointments that you've forgotten what it is that you actually want out of life. It could be that you're dealing with an Aquarius who is not giving you what you want, who is not coming forward, who is not behaving well, as in like your Queen of Rods. So it could be that you've got an Aquarius who isn't coming forward with anything. It could also be dealing with an Earth sign, so you've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles to me is very much about being focused on something. So it could be that you are very focused on your work, on your finances. It could be that you're very focused on your job. It could be that someone is very, very focused on you. It could be that you are very focused on someone else, and that would lead back to your disappointment. So maybe for some of you, you're feeling very disappointed and you can't stop focusing on that person, because it's, you know, we all know when you're in that state of feeling let down, it's very easy to focus on what's let you down or who's let you down. So, that was a bit not so pleasant. So we're going to grab a couple of cards out of things to be excited about over the next couple of weeks. So first 2 cards are things to be excited about. Thank you. Okay, we'll have 3. And then we will have a few cards out for things to be wary of in the next couple of weeks. So things for Capricorns to be wary of in the next few weeks between the new moon and the full moon. Sometimes I get so excited when they land face down, because then it's like, oh, you don't know what it is. Okay. They all flipped. Go on, we'll have them all. Okay. So, things to be excited about. You have the Magician. So, definitely get excited that you are becoming in control of what's going on. You are starting to command your own circumstances, to put your plans in motion, to manifest what you need to manifest. You've also got the 10 of Swords. Now, I know that might not seem like something to be excited about, but I think something that is causing you mental stress is being over is always going to be something to be excited about. You also got the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with an Earth sign, which, not an Earth sign, sorry, an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who is going to start coming to the table. Could also be that you, over the next couple of weeks, get excited because you are going to start feeling really, really sharp and in control of what's going on in your own head. And, you know, if maybe you've had insecurities and disappointments, maybe it's time that actually in the next couple of weeks you start taking charge of those, realise what you've got going on, and start actually manifesting what it is you want, which leads you to the end of this anguish. So that's good. Now, in your things to be wary of, your 2 cards, I'm going to treat these as a 2 and a 4. So you've got the Three of Rods, which is for me about accepting help, and you also got the Star, which obviously is Aquarius and your wish fulfillment. So I would say where in your general reading that came up in the reverse as you might not know what it is you want, be also aware that if you are too focused on what you want and having help from other people to get there, I mean, it's, that in itself, if that's up in your things to be excited about, it's a really, really positive reading. Because this came up in your warning, I would say be wary of spending too much time trying to get people to help you get what you think you want, because actually, it's down to you to get what you want. And yes, you know, when I watch this back, I will really regret saying that you shouldn't be too focused on asking for help, because that's something I definitely need to work on, is being able to ask for help more. True life story. But I think with those two coming out together, both flipped upright, I would say be wary. Yeah, just be wary of relying too much on other people to give you for your happiness. Your other 4 cards out, so we're going to take these as a little bit of a story. So you've got the Four of Cups. So be wary of people who are promising you things that they don't have any intention of bringing you. It's followed by the Page of Rods in reverse. So upright, great, messages, communications, things of action. But be wary of fire signs who are not replying to you, who are not giving you what you think you should, not making those offerings. You also got the High Priestess and Temptation. So be wary of. I mean, temptation is an obvious one. Be wary of things that tempt you down a dark path and things you know you shouldn't be doing. But with the Hierophant, see, for me, the Hierophant is very much about connecting with your higher power, with learning your lessons, with listening to teachings from other people. But because this is in the warning level, I would say, you know, be wary of too many people giving you advice. And be wary of being tempted to give too much advice out. Because for some of you, it could be that you're very quick to offer people advice on situations they're in, and maybe that is quite detrimental to your friendships. Because I think it's very easy to give advice. We all know it's like my friend's mum always used to say to me, you know, oh God, what was the phrase? Something about, basically the gist of it was, it's very easy to give people advice and it's very hard to take advice. You know, for some people, they will give you advice for things that they need to do for themselves, but they don't. And some people will just, you know, it's very easy to offer the advice. And when you're looking at someone's situation from an outsider's point of view, it's very easy to see it clearly and advise people, you know, to get out of bad relationships, get out of a boring job, move on from, you know, get motivated to go to the gym if they're moaning about their weight. But you've also got to listen to that yourself. And I think that for me is probably the highest message with this one is be careful of being tempted to give too many lessons to other people. You don't always have to correct people. If people are saying would have instead of would have, you know, it might be a bugbear, but really, is it a problem? Actually, in the grand scheme of things, it's not. You know, unless people are writing a CV or going for an interview, then obviously, yeah, you know, by all means help them out. But if they're not, maybe the lesson here is to keep your opinions to yourself, Capricorns. So we're going to get some Archangel Animal cards just for some final advice. So final advice for Capricorn for the next couple of weeks, please. So this may not resonate for all of you. If it doesn't resonate and you would like a personal reading, then drop me a DM and we can sort that out for you. Okay, just the one card then. Beautiful. Okay, so you got the Butterfly. Be prepared to transform with wisdom. So I think over the next couple of weeks, your advice with that card, which oversees all of it, is that you're feeling some completion with the Ten of Swords, and with the King of Swords and the Magician, there is, you know, you are definitely coming to be in control of what's going on, and the advice for the next couple of weeks is to just be prepared for that, because transformation is wonderful. You know, it's evolving, it's getting to reach your highest level. You know, which also helps from the Magician. You know, manifesting. You've got the Star card out, so the advice is just to be ready for that, because I think that when you're not ready for transformation, I think there's a tendency to be hesitant, to avoid, and not let things go, not let go of the cocoon that's binding you and fly free. There's also that thing of you can't help a butterfly out of the cocoon, because the fight they have to get out of it is what gives them the strength to fly. And if someone helps you and cuts you out, you don't build up the strength in your wings, and then they fall and can't serve their purpose. A little bit of a confused reading, Capricorn, if I'm honest. But I'd say, yeah, anything that resonates, brilliant. And if it doesn't, if you want a private reading, give me a shout. See you soon.